what really got me, what intrigued me, what sucked me in was the fact that they were going to tell me the dirty secret why I was not making anywhere near the money and being as successful as I wanted to be. So you want me to share the dirty secret now?
Yes.
Okay. The dirty secret is this. There are elites that modify statements ever so slightly and spread the word around the world. The problem is that these statements are not fully accurate, and therefore all of us in the normal world have a lot less power because of it. Best example I can give you. Remember the statement, perception is reality? I just said, this is a modified statement. The actual statement is your perception is your reality, and my perception is my reality. Now I think if you think about it, your perception is your reality, perception is reality. They sound almost identical, don't they? But yet, if you really think about it, your perception is different than mine, which is what I was trying to tell the commanding officer. The reason the elites do this is when you think it even deeper, our perception is reality is a groupthink mentality. And if we're all thinking like we're a group, it's a lot easier to sway. They can come along and tell us what we're doing, what we shouldn't be doing as a group, as opposed to trying to persuade everyone who's an individual looking at things through their own perception. This is the dirty little trick that they're playing on us. They want us to be a group. Now going back, I have to tell you, these books I mentioned were written by a chemical engineer and a publisher. They were very controversial and very difficult to read. If anyone's ever read anything from an engineer, it's not exactly flowery and flowy. So they realized this, and I found out later after going through some of their training is that there's not just those two people that wrote those books. There's about 20 people, and they formed this thing called the GIN Council, which is the Global Information Network Council. And what the GIN Council does is they actually go through all the information that's out there, and they dispel all of these little idiosyncrasies of statements of the perception is reality. No, it's your perception is your reality. They put this out because the goal is to empower everyone into this. Now, understanding that everyone's reality is different and therefore everyone's goals are all different, the GIN Council has and still is developing training and hosting seminars in everything from creating crazy amounts of wealth, supercharging your health, and developing joyous, long-term relationships with your friends, your families, and your lovers. Hopefully maybe only one lover, but I was thinking maybe, some of the younger folks might have more than one. I don't know. But the idea is there is a number of things that they are working on. It's not just one, you're going to be wealthy. It's all areas of your life. Now, membership is by invitation only, so I'm inviting all of you to join. When you join, you will have access to a happy, fun group of people striving to be successful and helping each other along the way. Kind of like what we're doing here, only this is on a much broader scale. It does cost $1,000 to join and $150 a month in dues. When I compare that with my son's tuition at the University of West Florida, he's got 2 classes this summer, $950. Each book for those classes, about $150. You can really see that if you're going to educate yourself, it's going to cost you some money. So this really comes out as a bargain because once you go through their training, it's there. This is a large online library targeted at success. It's cutting away all this stuff. In other words, it's basically taking a shortcut to your success. Think about how much of the time you will save by not having to go through the trial and error method that we use in life to be successful. Because these elites are putting stuff out there, once again, that literally take us off course. We're kind of going in the right direction, but we're going all over the place. And they do that because They want us to work for them to make them money. Now the Gen approach is like a buffet. You pay one price, but you can pick and choose the speakers and the areas that you want to be successful in. And finally, if you're into sales, you can earn commissions by selling memberships through the Global Information Network. Now, if you're one of those folks that really wants to join, but you're not quite sure if it's worth the money, or you just don't have that extra $1,000 to join, there is a free affiliate program. The affiliate program is basically a limited membership. You can earn commissions by selling memberships, and you also have access to about 10% of the Success Library. So, and I've gone through it. When I started, once again, the visionary member that I talk about, because I was a member of this other group, when the Global Information Network was starting out, when I joined, there was a web page where they would take my money. There was nothing else. There was no library, there was no resources, there was nothing. And so that's why they refer to anyone that joined before the official launch as a visionary member, because to plop down $1,000 on a website that doesn't even exist really requires vision, and that's why they call it that. So once again, if you want to sign up as an affiliate for free, you will have access to some of the seminars. Seminars are held throughout the country: Orlando, Houston, Dallas, Chicago. They're literally around the world. They've had 2 at the Atlantis in the Bahamas. They've had 1 in Switzerland. They've had 1 in Germany. And it officially launched November of 2009. So there are a number of seminars. You get to meet people that are actually focused on success and helping each other out. And there's one more teaching. Success is just a decision away. So at this point, you can decide between 2 choices. You can smile at me and do nothing, or you can go to globalinformationnetwork.com. Or if you want, I made a video a couple months ago, and you can see me at join-gen.com, and you can join. Now, I still don't know what I don't know, but I'm excited that I'm going to learn. So the best thing you can do is decide for yourselves to go there as soon as you leave here and jump in with both feet, like I did, and get started. Now, you also need an affiliate, or I like to call it an invitation code if you join. And dirty secret, one word, is all you need to get started. Real quick, would anyone like to learn a lot more secrets? I mean, a lot more secrets. Lisa, could you have this 12 hours of CD back to me in a couple of weeks?
Oh, wow.
You will find out so much about the Global Information Network and the things that I have talked about here. This is the ice cube on the iceberg for this little speech. That's over 12 hours of audio. It was recorded in the Swiss house, and that's a loaner that cost me $300.
Okay, no
But
problem.
I think it changed my life. Literally.
Okay, I'll listen
Turn
to
it
it.
back over to the Toastmasters. I know Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Morris.
Let's take a minute and write down our thoughts. Give them some mark, give him some feedback, keeping in mind that he asked really for us to think about the emotion that he was able to generate with the speech.
And it really tripped me up on the first paragraph.